Afda, the film school in which the fees cost up to 300,000 rand. Well, if you want to be more technical, the fees can cost up to a staggering 500,000 rand. And usually when people hear this, they have a few questions. Question 1, are Afda students rich? Question 2, does Afda offer bursaries? Question 3, how is the environment at Afda? And question 4, what courses can you take at Afda? Now I will answer these questions throughout the video, so make sure you watch till the end. But before we answer them, let's take a deeper dive into what is Afda. Afda is a top film school in South Africa which is located in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban and Gqeberha, and it ranges from higher certificate, first year, second year, third year and honors, which if you take all the years the fees can reach up to 500,000 rand. Now the reason I said 300,000 rand in the beginning of the video is because I personally will be doing 3 years, meaning I have to pay over 300,000 rand in fees instead of that 500,000 rand. Now to answer the first question, are Afda students rich? To give you a more accurate answer instead of my personal opinion only, I went around to the Afda campus and asked students that question. Bro? Are Afda students rich, bro?
Bro, I don't think so, to be honest, bro.
Nah. And then you as another student?
I think people assume because like the fees are so high that niggas have money.
Yeah.
But because the fees are so high, we don't have money. Like,
ooh. Then would you say you're rich? You?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, right, type shit.
Yeah. Nah. Like I'll say like depends.
Yeah.
I'd say most Afda students are able to pay the school fees.
But they're not like rich.
Yeah.
Not even though. Some of them even leave because of fees, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they only do 1 year and then they die, bro.
Even as our boys, bro, some of them.
Nah. Yeah. Now for me personally as an Afda student, I can say that I am not rich. How some of our parents are able to get us into these expensive schools is they know that these are our dream schools or maybe our dream courses, because Afda does rotate around film. So maybe if you want to do film, they know that my son wants to do film and I must do my best to get him into that film school. And how they can do this is by saving money since the child was in primary, saving money since the child was in high school, or doing bank loans or even taking bursaries. Now the second question is, does Afda offer bursaries? Before we get into that question, let me take you all to class with me.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick voiceover. I did have actual footage of me in class, but my SD card did get corrupted, so this is all I have left. But basically what we were doing here is voiceovers for our character. Since we're doing an animation, we had to shoot voiceovers. I am not an actor, I am not a voiceover character. I was just here for support, since my crew was like, Ofente, please come, we need you here, we need you by our side, you're so handsome and everything is great when you're around. And I was like, calm down guys, I'll be there. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm like, guys, you're welcome, there's no problem.
Now I'm glad you could spend time with me in class, but now I'm going to answer the second question, which is, does Afda offer bursaries? Now Afda itself as an institution does not offer bursaries, and NSFAS also does not offer bursaries for us, but Afda does block you from entering campus when you do not pay your fees. I'm not sure, but I think they give you up until 2 terms, and after 2 terms, if you have not paid your fees, then they block your access into campus, as then you cannot enter, your student card will not work, and your fingerprint will not work, meaning you will be sitting at home. That is a disadvantage for a lot of people because you end up missing a lot on schoolwork. So I'm saying this because not a lot of people talk about it and it's not really in the public out there. And why would it be? As a school, I don't think they want to have that perception about them. And then if you do not pay your fees for like a month or 2, when your report is due, they will also block your report. You will not be able to see your report. So you have to make sure that the fees are up to date, which is a bit hard because it is an expensive school, but I'm just letting you all know. Now with this video, I'm not trying to sell your dreams, I'm just trying to be as honest as I possibly can, and I feel like majority of the things I've been saying are positives, but there is cons to going to this school, and I'm going to name them off of my personal experience. One of the cons that they have is communication. The communication there is really bad for me personally. It has been bad ever since I got there. I'm now doing second year and it's still bad for me personally. I'm going to tell you a story about my first year and after. So the first orientation week, everything was fine. I enjoyed the orientation week. But after that, remember how I mentioned how they're supposed to put us into crews? Same thing was supposed to happen, but I was not put into a crew. So I came to school. We were starting at 9 o'clock. I come at 8:30. I check the list. I am not there at all. I'm supposed to be inside of a crew. I am not there. Now people are wondering what is going on. There's some people who help out the lecturers, I guess. I forgot what they are called, but there's like a group of people who like help around in school. So they call us, they're like, okay, maybe you all did not submit your email, or maybe you submitted the wrong email, and I know I submitted the right email. So there's like a long list of us right there standing there to put in our emails again. So I go there, I put in my email again, and now I'm supposed to get an email into what crew I'm in. But at this point, I'm already at school. I am not put inside the crew, and I'm there for the full day. Mind you, it's my second week at school, so I have no friends, right? Or the friends that I have that are put into crews that are in class the whole day, and here I am sitting alone for the whole day. I got to school at 8:30. My father fetches me at 5. Back then, I used to wait for my father every single day, and he fetched me at 5, meaning that I had to sit alone from 8:30 up until 5. I come back the second day and I'm still not put into a crew. The lecturer that was supposed to put me into a crew is not at school. Even if he was at school, I wouldn't know because I don't know who he is. So now one of his friends tells us, okay, here's what's going on, bro. Y'all are in the same crew. So finally they tell us what crew we're in, but your lecturer's not here today and y'all were not supposed to come today, meaning that y'all can go home. Now some people live close, some people already bought him by then, they went back home. I am still waiting for my father at that certain time and I still have no friends. But for the second day, I still had to wait from 8:30 all the way till 5 for my father to fetch me. So personally, that's why I say that the communication is not proper. So for them, they forget to send an email, but the way it impacts us is a whole different story. Now situations like this do happen throughout the whole year. They can tell you one thing today and it can easily change by next week. They can tell you one thing next week and then you have to go back to the first thing they said. So if you want to have mental issues or stress quickly and you plan on coming to Afda, just mentally prepare yourself for this because communication is bad and like it's actually terrible. Now the second con that I have is freestyling, and this goes hand in hand with communication. As we are working and doing our work, you can see that a lot of this thing seems like it is freestyled and they're doing it on the spot. Now I do not blame them. To some extent there is blame and there's a bit of understanding because they're still trying to figure out some things to make sure that the kids and students get better education. But at the same time, they are not really that coordinated well. And I'm not saying that's how the school is. I'm talking from personal experience. Now moving into question number 4. What courses can you take at Afda? Now even though Afda is a film school, they do have a section for business only, which is called BCom. They do have a section for writing only, which is called BCW. And they have a section for live performance, which is called LP. And then you have us who work behind the cameras. They have their own section, which is called MP, standing for motion picture. Now with BCom, I don't know what kind of courses you take there. With BCW, I also don't know what kind of courses you take there. With live performance, I'm not sure what I'm about to say. Stage acting, there's screen acting, there's also music. So I think y'all can like become artists or something like that. I am not sure. But what I am sure about is the MP section, motion picture, since that is what I am doing. And for motion picture, here are the courses that you can take. Directing, writing, producing, visual effects, sound, music, color grading, cinematography, editing, production design, character design, and data management. The one thing that I did leave out of the list is animation, since I think only the Johannesburg campus offers animation to their students. And if you want to come to Afda for animation only, I would not recommend that. I would recommend you go to a school that mainly focuses on animation, since Afda does not really mainly focus on animation. Even Afda themselves, as far as I'm concerned, do not advertise themselves as an animation school, I think. Now I know you're probably watching this video saying, wow, it is greatly edited, maybe the VFX is nice. I did not learn editing from Afda. I learned it by myself. I've been editing since I've been in primary, and you can go back, watch my earliest videos, and you can see the editing was still good there. But if you want to come for editing, obviously they can teach you that too. Now if you want to see me as a South African try out American snacks, you can watch this video right here. Or if you don't want to watch that video, you can watch this video right here. Thanks for watching.
See a minute that I like, then I found it.